Hello? Looks like the microphone's working. Alright. Well, I guess if that's the case, I've been holding off for like an hour. So, let's do this. Hello! Hello, everybody! Hey, what's going on? Oh, my God. Hi, Vita. Hey, Vita, how you doing? Hey, Generation? Hey, what's going on? Oh boy. Sorry, let me quiet down a little bit. My microphone's speaking a little bit. How is everybody doing today? I'm nervous as hell. Literally, I think I just started. Oh, Generation, thank you for the follow. But I literally sat down like an hour ago, I think, and I've been literally like shaking, like nervous from it. So yeah. So I'm just super happy to finally debut and everything. Yeah. Oh, you can't see it right now. I'm actually like physically shaking. uh you've got this? Oh yeah, I know I do. I do. It's not my first rodeo streaming or anything. So anyway, I suppose I should get formalities out of the way, shouldn't I? I am Malphus, Cowboy Fallen Angel VTuber. Howdy, everybody. You can call me Malphus. You can call me, I don't know, the Cowboy VTuber. I don't know. I guess you could just call me Malphus or Mal. I know Vita calls me Mal, so that will work. Sorry, I've got a cup of coffee with me, so that's not helping my jitters at all. So anyway, for today, I have a presentation plan that's pretty much just for introducing who I am, my character and everything, and I think it'll be fun, and then I can come back here and I can show off the model and everything. I think it's going to be really fun. So let's go to the game screen, which is going to be painfully silent for a moment while I get the presentation pulled up. It's pretty much just going to be silent pretty much the whole time. I didn't set BGM for this part. I figured it might be a little distracting. So anyway, let's see if we can get to appear here. This is something that I've been testing all day. It's been a little touchy with me. So let me adjust a few things here. Whoa. Oh my god, man. We're only 5 minutes in and we've already got a whole bunch of scuff going on. So let me pull this up again here. It should work, hopefully. If not, I suppose I could probably just do a screen. I don't know. Let me check. There we go. We got it now. Alright, I figured it out. So let's go ahead and start with the first slide. It's not a successful stream if there's no scut. Exactly. That is exactly how this works. Alright. So, here's the basic info I've got. There's my model by the wonderful Nolasar on Etsy. I think it's... I remember I contacted them and oh man, they did such a good job with it. Alright. So, the name is Malphus. I actually do not have a last name as far as I'm aware. I do not actually know my age. I was born potentially just millions of years ago. I don't really remember much about it. I don't know. After a while, you kind of just stop counting after a certain age. You know what I mean? The species is Fallen Angel. I am actually a Fallen Angel. And I've had a few occupations and titles in the past. Warrior of Heaven is one of my former titles, as is Guard to the King of Hell, which is Lucifer, of course. I was a bounty hunter and I was a mercenary when I was traveling around the cosmos. My height is 175 inches, which is 5'9", since I'm American, which also translates to 69 inches. So hey, I think that's pretty nice. I think that's nice how that works out. Totally not intentional or anything. And now I have lore here. So this is quite a paragraph, I know, but I'm going to go ahead and read it for everybody. Let me get myself out of the way first, because I'm kind of blocking it. There we go. All right. Born of old gods, Malphus was born on an unknown world, where him and several other children followed one of their own to rule over a newly inhabited world. They became the angels, and their leader was called God by their mortal followers. Lucifer, one of the angels, would lead a rebellion against God, and Malthus would join him to limit God's authority. Lucifer's rebellion failed, and all those who participated were cast into a fiery new world. Lucifer saw an opportunity and began combating the wicked lords and rulers of this planet to crown himself king of this new realm. Malthus at first assisted him, but would soon resent Lucy's hunger for power. The two would fight, and Malthus lost. Malthus, his body defeated and ideals betrayed, crawled for several days before coming across an ancient device from the previous civilization of the Hellscape, a portal. It was through here that Malthus escaped Hell, ending up on Earth. He discovered that the portal could be configured, discovering a network of ancient portals throughout the multiverse. It was here he would discover true freedom and began to explore the multiverse, becoming a mercenary and bounty hunter. After making several powerful enemies, however, Malthus decided to return to Earth to lay low for a while, discovering and picking up a brand new hobby, streaming. Oh, Rise, hello! Hey, how's it going, man? So yeah, there is our lore. That is the lore for me. Very cool. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. So now let's go into my likes and dislikes. So at the top of my list of likes is music, and in parentheses I have heavy metal, hard rock, and electronic. So as I'm sure like I'm gonna discuss in my favorite media, I'm gonna go over like bands I like. So I'll get more into that. I also have art listed as one of my likes, and the reason for that is because I'm actually like a very artistic person. So I actually really enjoy looking at like any kind of art really. Like whether it's like a movie or like a painting, a drawing, video game, whatever. I really enjoy like pretty much all kinds of art, and I actually have a big appreciation for it. So I do like Marvel and Star Wars. I'm a big nerd, honestly. Uh, I've I think I started like watching like Marvel when I was like, oh man, like I don't know. I started watching Star Wars ever since I was a kid. Stickman fights, is that art? Well, I mean, if you think about stickman fights, I mean, if you really think about it, actually, that could be art. Like depending on how you frame it. Hello, good old Nate. How you doing, man? All right, so video games, of course. I'm a nerd. I'm also a VTuber. I think that's a requirement, honestly. And then alcohol. Oh, I, I really enjoy alcohol, honestly. Like I, my favorite. I'm just a beer guy for the most part. Like I think I've posted so many tweets about me like just drinking beer. I mean, just the other night, I mentioned how I went to my fridge to get a bud, and there was like the box was already open. And the thing is, I don't remember opening the box. So I don't know if like I don't get drunk or anything. That's like the one thing with alcohol is I don't get drunk. I've never been drunk in my life except for once. I was drunk once and it was one of the worst experiences of my life, so I'm never doing that again, ever. So, another thing, I enjoy hiking. That's kind of weird. I'm actually a guy that likes touching grass, I know. I I live in a area where there's quite a few hiking opportunities, like within an hour of a drive of me, and I just really like going out in the woods and forgetting that society exists. And of course, I like VTubers. I mean, honestly, I don't think I'd be here if I did. Malthus touches grass, Malgrass. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I do. I'm sorry, it's the fucking Malgrass. What the hell? I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, I mean, I do touch grass, not often, but I mean, I do it like whenever I feel like it. Dislikes, spiders. That's a big one for me. Like honestly, like I live in an apartment, and where I live, we have these things that are they're wettas actually. They're called wettas, but we around here call them sprickets, like because they look like large spiders, and they're the thing about those are I can literally deal with those like because they're harmless, but a spider, I do not like the way they move. I don't like the way they look. It's just it's horrible. So if I see a spider in my apartment, it's literally like a kill on sight order. So customers, I think that's pretty self explanatory. I've worked retail before, so yeah, I'm not a big fan of customers, even though I am one. If you have a spider, Vitani can handle it for you. Oh really? Oh okay. Well, I'll keep that in mind for next time I see one. Then all right. Cr- what what you know what do you mean by that? Hold on. What do you mean by that? What do you mean? We're gonna move on. Okay. All right. So my next dislike is leaving the apartment if I don't want to. So that's pretty self-explanatory. Even though I do like to touch grass, I like to go to the bowling alley and stuff, and play pool with my friends. I do not like leaving the apartment if I don't want to. Like most of the time, I'm locked up in this tiny place. Um, this one's gonna take a little bit of explaining. Elitist. So basically, what that essentially means is I've if you I'm a part of the heavy metal community. I really because I really enjoy heavy metal, and so there's this trend in the heavy metal community, and I think I've noticed in other communities too, where they'll say something like, you're not a true fan if you like don't listen to this band or whatever, and it's honestly one of the most annoying things in my opinion, like for anything, and it's it's one of those things that I feel like is just counterproductive to building like communities of people. So I really do not like elitism at all. Like I hate it. Like in my opinion, just let people like what they like, honestly. And last but not least, Archviles. And trust me, this doesn't make sense now, but when I play Doom, because they're an enemy in Doom, there it will make a lot of sense why I absolutely despise Archviles. All right, so next slide. So now let's go over my favorite media. So for bands and music, I've got a large list here. And this isn't even the complete list, honestly. So I like Slipknot, Korn, Stone Sour, Mushroom Head, Devourment. So like you got some like heavy bands in there, especially Devourment. I would not listen to Devourment if you aren't prepared for that. We got Green Day, A Day to Remember, Disturbed, and then like getting past like the rock and heavy metal. I enjoy people like Tom Waits, who Tom Waits is a blues. I think is classified as blues. I don't know. He's kind of like his own little genre there. Tom Waits is a fun musician to listen to. Maury Calliope. I really enjoy Maury Calliope. Actually, in fact, Maury Calliope was the person that it was the person that actually inspired me to be a VTuber alongside a few other ones. And then Owl City. Yes, I know. As Vita's pointing out in chat, yeah, Owl City, my favorite metal band. Yeah, that's the thing about that's the thing about it is I have literally like I literally have like this. I kind of give myself whiplash sometimes because I'll literally be. Oh wait, there's a bot. Oh no. Oh boy. Oh boy. Uh, let's see if I can figure out how to delete some. Let me see here because I don't think. Yeah, sorry guys, I don't know quite how to ban people. I'm sorry. Sorry, let me get on Twitch here real quick. Sorry about all this. Like I didn't expect that to happen. Hit him with a ban. Okay, I'm going on Twitch. I'm doing it on my computer right now, seeing. Don't apologize. Okay, I won't. Twitch. I'm doing it on my computer right now, seeing. All right, let's see. Let's see here. I cannot figure it out honestly. So I guess I'm just gonna have to ignore that for now. Uh, I will get to it when I figure that part out. So let's continue on. Let's not worry about that for now. Let's continue on. So let's go. Let's move on to the shows and movies category. So we have Star. You're gonna what? And they can do it for you. Okay, I'll remember that. Let me write that down. Actually, the mods thing because I'm gonna forget. I have terrible memory. All right. So shows and movies. Star Wars is at the top of the list. I think that that's one of the things that people knew from like day one was I love Star Wars. So I really enjoy Star Wars. Like I said, it I've been exposed to it ever since I was a little kid. Like one of the first games I've ever played was actually the original Star Wars Battlefront 2. So I mentioned before I love Marvel. I put the Punisher here because I'm a big fan of the Punisher. Uh, Mostly just the TV series. It's I started watching it like recently again, like with my brother because my brother's never seen it. Yes, I do have a brother. Because my brother's never seen it, so I'm sitting through it with him. I like it, as in Stephen King's It. Uh, I've seen I've seen all the movies, and I've actually read the whole book. Like I own the book, and if you've ever seen the original book, it is literally a it is literally a brick. Like it is an 1100 page novel, and I read the whole thing. So yeah, yeah. I mean, it was really interesting. Donnie Darko. I actually didn't know if I should list this or not, but is actually like a movie that was recommended to me by some random YouTuber. So I watched it and I actually really enjoyed it. It's one of those movies where like it's one of those movies where like you kind of it's kind of hard to understand. So it's kind of like you either love it or you hate it. Stephen King books are thick. I know. I've got like a shelf of them. I don't know how many I own. I was looking over my bookshelf, but I don't know. Indiana Jones. I do like Indiana Jones. that's another. That's a TV. That's a movie I should have probably not been allowed to watch as a kid, honestly. But oh well. And then All Quiet on the Western Front. I actually just watched that. In my opinion, All Quiet on the Western Front is one of the greatest movies of all time. Both kind of like the original like 1930s one, and the one that they recently released on Netflix is really good too. And then I didn't put it on here, but I also do like Schindler's List. That's a really good movie too, in my opinion. The ending gets me every time. I actually cry. Okay, so next we have anime and manga. So I'm kind of basic when it comes to anime and manga, honestly. But we got like because we have stuff like One Piece and Dragon Ball and Death Note. I mean, I do really enjoy all three of those things. For the longest time, I was actually completely caught up on the One Piece manga, and then I never, I've, and then like I just kind of stopped reading it, and now I'm like 5 years behind. So, I don't know what I've missed. Mirai Nikki, Future Diary. That's one of my favorite series of all time. Like I actually own the entire series of that on Blu-ray, and it's one of my favorites. I've read like the manga for Mirai Nikki and everything. It's really good. The Pet Girl of Sakuraso. That's a weird one. Not weird as in like it's a terrible as in it's terrible. It's weird as in like how I came across it, because literally how I came across it, and the same for Mirai Nikki actually, is I literally like found like anime memes, and those two were on there, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna go watch those just randomly out of the blue, and I watched them, and I love both of them. So hey, get into a little bit of some classy stuff, you could say. Rosario Vampire, High School DxD. You know what? If you know, you know. Good stuff. Good stuff. Evangelion. That's one. I think Evangelion is probably like my favorite TV series of all time, the original one. And then of course we have My Hero Academia, which I am also like a few years behind on. So yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna catch up on that again, honestly. If I even do at all. We'll see. And so now let's move on to the video games portion because I have a whole list of video games here. So let's just go down the list. Battlefield. I love Battlefield. I have a type of game you'll find out. Call of Duty. I played Call of Duty ever since I was a kid. Again, probably a game I shouldn't have been playing when I was a kid. Crash Bandicoot. Oh my gosh. Crash Bandicoot was. I think Crash Bandicoot might have actually been the first game I played because my dad actually had a PlayStation 1 growing up. And I played the original Crash Bandicoot on PlayStation 1. Crash Nostalgia? Oh my gosh, you have no idea. I remember when they announced the remake of the first 3 games, I was so excited, but then they saw like I saw it was like only for like PlayStation, and then I was sad. But then they released it on Xbox. I'm like, "Oh my god." And I played through it and I beat all 3 games in like a fucking week. Yeah, like I don't know why. I just sat down. I guess I had nothing to do that week. No Man's Sky. That's actually a really good one. I remember like back when it first came out, like No Man's Sky was like just horrible and it sucked because I was really looking forward to it. But then it came out and it sucked. And then I saw Internet Historian's video on it and it actually inspired me to buy it and it is so fun. Like it is a really fun game. And now here's the big one. Doom. Literally every single one, every single Doom game, Doom 1, Doom 2, Doom 3, Doom 64, the new Doom, Doom 2016, Doom Eternal. I love Doom. I literally own every single Doom game ever. Like I've literally played like I think I've beaten all of them except for Doom 3 because I know I've beaten the classic Doom games. Like honestly, like the way it's going, I'm probably gonna play Doom tomorrow. Like I'll probably stream the original Doom tomorrow because I love Doom so much. So yeah, we're gonna you're gonna see my Doom skills, I guess. Bioshock, that is a game series that I haven't played in a long time, but I remember playing Bioshock Infinite and Bioshock 2. Really good. I love those games. Five Nights at Freddy's, kind of a game that I was into when I was like, 15, but yeah, it's a game that I kind of enjoy casually. Like it might be something to play. Sonic the Hedgehog. I grew up with Sonic the Hedgehog. Actually the original Sonic the Hedgehog games. I'm not old or anything. Like they came on a disc for the PlayStation 2. So I had all of them on a PlayStation 2 disc, which I think ages me a little bit, but oh well. Quake, which is not a game I actually got into until just recently. Wolfenstein. I Wolfenstein, I think the first one I played was like the 2008 game. I had a Sega Genesis. Oh, I actually do have a Sega Genesis. I didn't have it when I was a kid, but I bought it like 5 years ago, I think. Like to play some classic games. I only have like 3 games for it, but I do have a Sega Genesis. Let's see, Team Fortress 2. That's an amazing game. I can't stop playing it recently. Doki Doki Literature Club. I that is a game that I wish I could play on stream, but honestly I can't because I've already played through it. So I already know everything about it. Like that's a game like I love it. It's an amazing game, but that's a game that you can only really do like once unless you want to just find like literally every single thing. But for me, it's like I've already beat the story, so I don't know if I can play it again. War Thunder, I like War Thunder. I need to play War Thunder again, actually. Civilization, I've actually been playing Civilization 5 recently, and yeah, it's remembering good times. And then Star Wars Battlefront, as in, I should have put this in parentheses, but as in like the classic Battlefront games for like the Xbox and the PlayStation 2, those were amazing. Like they were, I still play the original Battlefront 2. I have it on my PC now, actually. All right, so let's go ahead and get some goals out of the way. So goal one is get to know other VTubers, which seems I've already accomplished that goal for the most part. Actually, I was not surprised. I was surprised by how much support I actually got when I announced that I was gonna debut, and even before I even knew when I was gonna debut. Uh, I want to do a song cover, and I honestly don't know what kind of song cover I will do, but it's a song. I've I haven't really put much thought into it. Some I want to do. Now, this one's interesting. Write a story slash book as a VTuber. I think that is something that, as far as I'm aware, unless like I'm just out of the loop somehow, I don't think that's been done before actually. Maybe stories, but I don't know about a book. So I think my goal is to publish some stories and maybe a book as a VTuber. I think that'd be amazing. Creative writing stream. I pass this around. I pass this around a little bit. I really want to do a creative writing stream where I kind of sit down and I talk to people. I give people like writing advice because I do like creative writing. I should have put that under likes, but it is one of my passions. I've written several stories. I took a class on it in college. It was really interesting. I loved it. Provide entertainment, which I don't know if I've done that yet, but I'm sure I have. And then of course, be rootin', be tune, but most importantly, be kind. I think that's an amazing goal to have. So with that out of the way, here are the credits. So these are the credits for pretty much everything, the overlays and everything. So the person who made my model is Nolus Art from Etsy. The intro and outro music that you heard on the waiting screen is from Pixabay by Astro Freak. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce that. It's called Acoustic Guitar Incidental Music 4. I thought it fit the vibe really well. And for the BGM for the chatting screen, it is Mexico Guitars Country Music by Andrew Fye, also from Pixabay. Again, I thought that fit the vibe really well. The overlays and backgrounds are from Streamer Twitch, also from Etsy. And then I got the PowerPoint slides from Slides Go. Yeah, I found the slides off of Slides Go. I thought it was like something that kind of fit the Western vibe really well. It's not actually a Western themed one. It's just like I don't remember what it was for. I think it's for teaching history actually, which is actually kind of fitting because I went to college for history. So it actually fits really well. All right, so with that out of the way, the PowerPoint is over. Let's go back to this screen here. So I hope you guys enjoyed the presentation there. Oh, do we got a new follower? Akane? Okay, Akane, hi. Thank you for following. So yeah, that covers the presentation. I hope it was okay. Sorry about the bot. Oh well, it happens. I'll figure it out. So anyway, let's go ahead and go through the model here. So let's go ahead and just start because I know there's sick freaks on the internet. Let's go and just start with the feet. So these are the boots that I wear. Yes, they are laced differently. That is something that I kind of noticed, but it's not a big deal. I just don't know how to take the shoes off. No, I'd rather not. But anyway, I just don't know how to lace my shoes up, I guess. So as we go down here, we got the pants. I really like the trench coat. I think Nolus Art did a really good job with the trench coat. And then, of course, we have the gun. The gun's name is actually Sydenham, which is named after a world that I lived on for a little while, and it was horrible. So I carry around a gun named after it. And here's something, I actually have two guns. I actually have a revolver right there in its holster. That one doesn't have a name. I just never got around to naming that one. I do have some rope, some lasso. I use it because I'm a bounty hunter. You know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I do like the design of the coat, as I mentioned before. I like the I don't know what you call it, but the golden thing on my right shoulder there. I don't know what you would call that, but I really enjoy it. I really enjoy the look of that. And then of course you got me, my pretty face. And there are a few things I can do with this model here. So I can actually take the hat off, and you can see my bald. You can see my bald head. I guess you can call it bald. I don't know. I call it bald. So this is my hair. As you can see, it's very nice. I like it. And now there is actually a little bit of a surprise. Nick and Mao, yeah. There is actually a little bit of a surprise. There is something I've been holding out on you guys for, and it's actually like really cool. I'm actually sorry. I'm kind of sorry, but I'm not that I held back for so long on this. But I think it's finally. But I never told you guys about this. But, watch this. I have wings. I have wings. Yeah, they're actually animated and everything. I have wings. Yeah, I've been holding that off. I've been holding that out because I was like, you know what? Everyone's already seen mostly what I can do with this model or what it looks like. I need to have a surprise of some kind. Like there needs to be like something like that I can surprise everybody with. And it's the wings. And I think they just look really cool. Like they have like the points and like they have like points on them. You can barely see the point. I think if I stretch them out a little bit. Now I'm just gone. There we go. Yeah, stretch them out. Oh yeah. They got the red tint to them. They're really amazing. I really love the wings. Again, Nolis Art did an amazing job. I really love them. So yeah, I think it's a great model overall. So yeah, honestly, that's all I had planned, honestly. It took about as long as I thought it was going to take. You know, it was only like 32 minutes. So, great job. Hey, yeah, they did do a good job, I should say. Yeah, it's really good. So yeah, that's about all I honestly had planned. I guess you can look at this background. Look at this background. I found it on Etsy. It's really cool. Yes, that is a robot. That is a robot hanging from that cliff. We don't talk about him. He's paying his penance. He's good. He's just chilling. He's vibing. So anyway, yeah, that's all I had planned for today, honestly. Now, in terms of a schedule for robot lore, I don't know. We don't have to talk about it right now. You know, he's fine. He's fine. He's okay. He'll be okay. So anyway, I don't really think I have anything really planned. As for scheduling, I don't really have a schedule either. Let me do a disclaimer right now. I do work a full-time job actually. So I'm probably like, he doesn't look fine. No. Trust me. He's okay. He's okay. He's fine. Trust me. But I do work a full-time job, so it might be a little hard for me to nail down an exact time. I do have a consistent schedule, but it's just some days, you know, I do work a little more of a labor-intensive full-time job. So it's order fulfillment, which if you don't know involves packing boxes. So it can be a little time-consuming, a little hard on the body sometimes. So I don't know. I may eventually make a schedule, but we'll see. So tomorrow, I do plan on streaming tomorrow after work. I think I'm going to stream Doom, probably. And I think it'll be really fun. So I guess I will see everybody tomorrow then. Did everybody like the debut? I think I did okay, even though I was nervous about it. I think I did alright. I think I did fine. And I mean, this is literally just like one of those things where this nervousness is temporary. The more I do it, the more I'll get used to it. So, anyway, I guess I will go ahead and cut the debut here. I am recording this. I'm putting the VOD up on YouTube. The YouTube link is, my YouTube channel is linked on my Twitch account, actually. So I'm gonna upload it, but my internet's poo-poo, so it's probably gonna be an hour or two before it's fully uploaded. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the stream off here. Thank you everybody so much for tuning in to my debut. I hope you liked it as much as I did. I can't wait to see you all again tomorrow. Take care of yourselves, guys. I'll see you later.